Hey Sagittarius, this is going to be your Will We Be Together reading for March. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius. If it does resonate with you, wonderful, but if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign, and I'll leave a timestamp in the comments section below for when the reading actually begins. I pre-shuffled for both partners already, just haven't cut the deck, so let's jump into it. Clear and concise message for my Sagittarius. All right. What's going on with this person? Please clear and concise message. What's coming up in the near future for these two, please? Okay, let's jump into this. So the signs that are strongest here are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's also a lot of air energy as well and fire, but of course it could be for any sign. So Sagittarius, let's jump into this. Let's start with person A here. Person A presently is the Nine of Swords. I feel like person A is someone who's got a lot of regrets over kind of their past behavior, because what they brought to this relationship was the Seven of Swords. They're really worried. There's something that they've done, whether it could be anything. It could be they could have lied, they could have withheld something, didn't share something that they should have. It could have been infidelity. There's a lot of different things. They could have left this connection in the past with the Seven of Swords energy. And I feel like this person left this connection in the past. I feel that strongly, and now they feel like they've made a mistake with this Nine of Swords energy. There's something about the way person A treated person B that was unfair or wrong, and now it's almost as if their conscience has hit them. Now, what they're hoping for in the future is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about fantasizing. It talks about confusion. It talks about having options. I feel like, I feel this strongly. I feel like, because the Seven of Cups talks about illusions, I feel like I really feel like this person is hoping that, almost as if they're hoping to bring this kind of fantasy into reality. I really feel that strongly. I feel like they're fantasizing about something, especially because both of these energies are kind of dreamer energies, or things that are happening at night where your mind is overwhelmed. I feel like they're hoping that they're able to kind of like break through this fog and have some clarity on this situation, because I feel like whatever it is that they've done that they regret, and we'll get to the other person in a second, but I feel like they regret it, and now they're fantasizing about, almost as if they're fantasizing about getting rid of all these different options or things that are going on in their life, and to hope to kind of like be able to focus on what they really, really want. really interesting. So let's talk about person B here. Person B right now is the Six of Wands. Right now, the person B, I feel like, to be honest with you, is really at a place where they're getting attention. Whatever's happened between these two people, this person is at a place where they're getting attention from other people. They're having some kind of success and they feel good. They've gotten to a place where they feel good about themselves. In the past, I feel like they carried everything in the relationship with person A, because they have the Ten of Wands in what they brought to the relationship. I feel like they carried all the burdens in this relationship. And once they were able to release those, I feel like, I feel like whatever happened between these two, there was a burden released for this person. And for the first time in a long time, they feel like they've overcome something with this Six of Wands. There's something good going on in this person's life despite what's going on, what could have happened, how person A could have hurt them. Because I can tell whatever it was burdensome for them. Whatever it is that went on in this past relationship, it was an added burden that they were willing to carry with the Ten of Wands. But now they're in a place where they're just like, I want someone to adore me, right? And take care of me. Now, what they're hoping for in the future is the Judgment. Ultimately, though, person B does, it feels like either person B wants a revival of this connection with person A, despite what's gone on between the two of them. Especially if they had a tendency of, sneaking in, sneaking out, leaving the connection, coming back in. I feel like this person does want some reconnection here with the Judgment card, but I feel like they're coming into a place within themselves where if that doesn't happen, they're getting to a place where they could be okay, and they'll be okay, which is a beautiful energy, because it's okay to want a reconnection. But this person is at a place where it would have to be the right reconnection for them. It would have to bring them they would have to feel like it would be a successful reconnection, and it would have to be on their terms with the Six of Wands. Now, for others, the Judgment card for person B is that they just want some finality in this connection. Almost like, almost kind of like that, kind of like poop or get off the pot kind of energy. Like, you need to decide what you want. This person just wants a definitive decision one way or the other, because I'll be okay with the Six of Wands. Regardless, whatever it is that's decided, whatever I decide, I'll be okay. Now let's talk about how these two perceive each other. They both have threes here. Person A perceives person B as the Three of Swords. This person could perceive them as someone whom they hurt with the Three of Swords. I feel that very strongly. I feel like person A knows that they hurt person B either with their actions or with their words. Their lack of action, their inaction for some. And they're really coming to a point where they're really acknowledging the pain that they caused here. Now, for person B, they perceive person A as the Three of Pentacles. I feel like person B feels like person A has a lot of work to do. Three of Pentacles talks about work. It talks about kind of apprenticeship, right? This is about learning as well as working, right? It's kind of like a learn as you go kind of situation. And I feel like person B feels like person A has a lot to learn about what it takes to be a good partner, to be a good person in a relationship, and to build a relationship. And even though they may want a reconnection, they feel like person A would have to do some work, some internal work, and would actually have to be committed to working on this relationship for them to even consider it, honestly. Now let's talk about how these people are perceived in the past by each other. So person A perceived person B as the Tower in the past. This connection had a profound effect on person A. And almost as if they didn't realize it at the time, but whenever this kind of it's almost like a fissure, like this kind of break in the connection or change in the connection, it affected them deeply. And I feel like person B really shook person A to their core. Almost as if they didn't expect to have this kind of reaction. This person is really in their head about person B, and there's an effect that person B had on them that other people just don't. They're able to affect them. This person is not used to that. Now, person B in the past perceived person A as the Six of Pentacles. They felt like person A is someone that they gave to, but they didn't necessarily receive as much as they gave. I feel like they felt like person A was only giving them the minimum at times. Could have only been giving them crumbs. They felt like there was some inequality in the time that was given, the resources that were given. And I guess that kind of ties in with the Ten of Wands here, where they felt like they were carrying the weight in this connection in the past. Now, the doubts and fears here for person A here, their doubts and fears is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like person A is doubting that, because this is a person who wants to offer something tangible. I feel like they're doubting that person B will either accept their tangible offer or will consider their tangible offer. I almost feel like this person fears in general offering something tangible, because depending on the degree of this Seven of Swords energy, there could be some considerable bad blood, and whatever it was, it caused person B to kind of retract. So I feel like this person is a little bit scared to offer right now. I feel like that's their energy, because that's what kind of ties into this fantasizing energy. There's something that they want that they're fantasizing about. They're scared to pursue it. They're scared to offer it. Now, for person B, we've got the Queen of Wands as their doubts and fears. And I feel like the Queen of Wands can be, she can be a bit flippant at times, right? She can be a little bit spoiled. And because she's used to getting what she wants. So I think there's a little bit of doubt here for person B that they'll get what they want from this connection, or that they're going to get the fire and action and passion that they feel like is warranted. I also feel like there could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius involved in this in some way, that this person has come in between the connection or has had some kind of influence in this connection in the past. That's for some of you, a small number of you. The other thing that I'm feeling with this Queen of Wands is that I really feel like this person is doubting that person A is willing to take the next necessary actions to make this connection work, because they're used to taking all the action. And I really feel like that's one of their main doubts, is that this person's going to be willing to put in what it takes to make a relationship work. Now let's talk about external influences here. For person A, they have the Eight of Pentacles, so they could be hard at work, right? External to this connection. I feel like they're using work in a sense to kind of take their mind off of how they're feeling. I feel that very strongly. The other thing that I feel very strongly is this person's doing some internal work. They're doing some tangible work. I really feel like they're putting in effort to do what it takes to better themselves right now with the Eight of Pentacles, which is great energy. You know, we all make mistakes. It feels like this person is trying to invest time into making themselves into a bit of a better person. Now, for person B here, we've got the Two of Cups as their external influence. Person B could have met someone, right? That could be why they're feeling kind of not really concerned with person A over here. They could have met someone with the Two of Cups energy that they like, that they feel kind of like a connection to, that they may want to explore. That's one group of you. There could be someone that has shown some kind of mutual interest, and that could be affecting them for sure. Definitely. The other thing that I'm feeling here is that there is a meeting of the minds that's happening here. If this person hasn't met someone, I feel like they've been getting some good counsel here from someone on how to proceed. This person they're getting some good advice with the Two of Cups, especially if this is a friend or a family member. It could be a counselor. But if this isn't a connection with another person, this person has someone in their life that they're able to bounce their ideas off of, and that's going really well for them. And it's really kind of helped them get through this connection and kind of stay positive through whatever's gone on between these two. So let's talk about what's coming up in the near future for these two. We've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about stability. It talks about celebration. It talks about coming together. It talks about a home, making a home. I feel like in the near future, there's going to be some, if these two people aren't talking, they're definitely going to be talking. And what they're going to be talking about is whether they want to kind of solidify this connection, whether there's the opportunity for forgiveness here, and the potential of having a solid, stable connection now. This conversation is definitely, it's coming in the near future. And I feel like if this person's done enough work, I feel like this person will be open to it because they do want a second chance, but they just don't want to deal with some BS. And if they don't have to deal with the BS, if they have someone else on the outside that is interested in them, that's what they're going to pursue. But if this person's done the work, I feel like this person would be open to seeing whether a stable connection could form between these two people. So I hope that was helpful and provided some clarity for you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.